Okay, arriving at the house. Looks like someone left a light on upstairs, so we'll turn that off when we go in. We do have 3 keys. Driveway could use a sweeping, but it's otherwise been cleaned up. They did do the paint touch up. I walked around the exterior already, and you can see they got all the paint completed. Everything's cleaned up out here. All the trim, all the body, all the accent pieces. It's a great looking house. Landscaping will all have to be done in the spring. All right, coming up, I did open this up already. This lock right here, they did rekey it. It's a little bit loose though, so I'm just gonna come back with a screwdriver in the next couple of days and tighten that up. It's just these 2 screws right there that haven't been tightened down. All right, so coming in, they did get all the tape items that we had noted, all the drywall, all the paint. It's all been addressed. I have walked through the house already, so I did take a look at it, make sure it's all been fixed. In here, that's been cleaned up. Spots around the edges. Looks like they took care of all of it. We'll walk through the living room first. This one spot where that seam comes together, that's the best they could do for that joint. But they did clean it up quite a bit. But everything else, all the marks, all the spots and everything have been taken care of. They did get the window sills installed and caulked and painted. And they all look good. They cleaned the place, vacuumed. Finished the countertops and the backsplash. The appliances are plugged in and working. The windows are still kind of dirty in spots. You know, it looks like they tried to clean them, but they're not really as clean as I'd like to see them. Flooring all looks good. They did address the loose cabinet hinge in here, so that's all been fixed. Here on the counter, we've got your closing paperwork here, and then we've got garage door openers, paint information, and then your St. Aubin Homes information for your warranty and all that. In the sink, we do have the stoppers in there as well. You'd asked about the water for the fridge. That's the water hookup down there for the fridge. Appliances look nice. And here we've got the pantry. And out to the garage. They did try to address the floor in here. They definitely cleaned it up, but it's got paint on it. It's not really something that we can prevent, but that's going to be about as good as it's going to get in here, unfortunately. It's possible maybe to take a broom and some water and be able to clean that up a little bit more, but that's how they left it for us. This is some extra trim. I suspect they forgot it, but it's there if you need it. The electrical panel, everything looks good in here. They did install the garage door opener. We'll head into the basement first. Oh, regarding the floor, this is where the unlevel floor was. So this part, they did address it the best they could. It's probably about a 98% fix. It's not a structural problem. It's just not 100% totally perfectly flat, but it's really darn close. If you didn't know to look for it, you'd never know it. They did replace the step here. However, they didn't paint it. It's not really a requirement that they do. None of the other ones are really painted the same. It's just overspray from the walls. But there it is. It's replaced, and they did seal in the edges. You can see that. So it's installed properly, and it's secured. Here in the basement, they've got some carpet remnants there for you. They did leave that one in the garage as well for a runner. Nothing much to address down here. They did take care of this cord. That's been properly installed and reattached. Sump pumps in place. This is spare tile for your backsplash. And then they also got the humidifier installed. So there you go, brand new humidifier. There's your humidistat to adjust the humidity level. Furnace is humming. Everything is going good down here. It's nice and warm. We'll make sure to turn that down to about 65 when I leave, so we're not cranking up the utility bills. All right, coming around the corner. They did clean up the woodwork. They replaced the button here at the end and the missing ones down there as well. All right, and then coming in here, there were some minor paint tape marks and stuff, but it's all gone now. Everything in here is seamless. And same thing up here at the top. There was some stuff they had to touch up there, but it all looks great now. And then along the wall here as well. We had some up there. It's all been cleaned up. All right, we'll move on into the laundry room. They did clean up that door as well. And then up here, there was a line. And there's a lot more over here. You can still see just a tiny bit right there, but really it looks pretty good. All right, we'll go into this first bedroom over here. There wasn't much in here except to just do some paint and drywall work, which has all been addressed. And then the window sills, which too have been finished. There's probably not much you can see in the video on this. Piece of tape on the floor here. Okay. Coming into the master. We had a couple of marks on the ceiling. Those have been addressed already. And then the window sills as well. We had some tape over here. And that's all been fixed as well. And they did a nice job completing this. The windowsill was all repaired. Looks like we got a nice clean edge on the tile, no damage. None that I could see in any case. They did tighten up the faucet there. And here they did make this easier to move as well. So you don't want it so loose it's going to go slamming into the wall, but you didn't want it so hard that it's hard to move it either. And then they did touch up the paint, the drywall in here as well. And here's some of that spare tile that was in the basement. All right, so moving into the closet. Oh, just noticed there is this issue right there. So they missed a spot right on the edge of the closet. So I'll give them a call about that, let them know. They won't have any way to access the house without contacting me first though. And then in the closet, they also did reseal the attic, so you don't have to worry about that hanging loose or being accessible. You could always cut it if you need to again to get in there, but since the home inspector's been up there, you probably won't ever need to go back up there again. All right, so moving on to the next bedroom. Through the hallway, from what I could tell, they got all the paint touch-ups in here as well. Okay, into the bathroom. There was that mark on the side. They've cleaned that up. Looks a lot better. There was also adhesive on the floor here. That's been cleaned up. It's all gone. There were some tape marks here. Those have been cleaned up. Now, I just remembered I have not checked this window in here yet, so I have to make sure that that has been addressed. Yes, it does operate freely. Hooray. Very good. And they got all the paint touch-ups in here as well. Check the door guide. Door guide has been tightened down. Nice operation on the doors. Okay, well that concludes our tour. If there's anything else that comes up or anything that you need, just let me know. Otherwise, I will plan on coming back one more time just to tighten up that front door lock, and I'll periodically keep checking on the property as long as you'd like me to. But I can also coordinate to hand off one key or more keys to any contact that you'd like that might be able to visit the property as well. So I hope you like your new home. Hope you guys are excited when you move in. But I think you've got a fantastic house here, and I hope you're very happy with it.